welcome to another fantastic weekend of Formula 1 racing here on the EGL Extreme Gaming League. I'm Tipsy Bob, and joining me on the mic is my trusty sidekick and my good friend, Dad Bats. Covering all the action today, we're going to be covering everywhere from Monaco, Singapore, Abu Dhabi, and Bahrain, all across the world, all across the country. We have a full grid lined up, some of the best talent around the world. We have plucked them from all corners of the earth to give you some of the greatest racing experience footage you'll ever see in your lifetime. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the EGL. We go once and all the cars are all lining up on the grid. They're all getting ready. The drivers will be focusing on their first corner. Are they going to take it? What are they going to do? Is it going to go deep? Are they going to go? Who knows? The takedown, away we go!
Just replays of the opening video over and over again.
Welcome everybody to round 3, is it?
It is 3.
Tier 4 in the SLR, live on EGL. And joining me in the commentary box today is Inferno Koi. Do I say that correctly? Or Inferno Koi?
Yeah, koi, like the fish. It's
like the
simple
fish.
enough.
Okay.
Like the fish.
Wonder where that nickname came from. Anyway, we're on track, but I don't see any cars out yet.
Yeah, people are taking their time. By the look of it, I think there is generally a delay between the hosts loading in and the drivers actually. Yeah, I mean, I've been sitting here for a minute and a half in the pit lane and nobody's yet. So,
yeah, meanwhile,
but I could hear the Earth engine.
Meanwhile, I kept pressing the replay key apparently, so bear with me, it's the first time I'm doing this, so if you see some technical glitches, that's probably me screwing something over. And while I'm saying that, I see the first cars leaving the track.
Yeah, I think that's Ace Boy out in front in the Renault. He's somebody that probably has big hopes for today. I think he started off well in Australia with a podium, and last week was a little bit of a slip for him, but I assume he wants to get back to the front.
Yeah, and he's choosing the soft tires as most people are doing. You think generally the strategy will be like soft hard or soft medium?
I think so. I think it seems to be that soft medium is doable. So I imagine that's what most people are going to try and do, because I think in general it's the sort of rule is if you can do soft medium without the tyres dying, it's something you should always try and do because they're the 2 fastest compounds, so why not?
Yeah, that is true. Although you have to be good with tyre wear though, as always of course, but...
Yeah, I think Vietnam, there's probably a few sections that are quite rough on the tyres, but on the other side of the coin there's a couple really long straights that let you cool down a bit on the same side. So I think it's relatively average in terms of like lap number. We're at about 29 laps, is it 28 laps?
Yeah, I think it's 29 indeed, yeah.
So I'd imagine you'd probably, if you started on the soft, you'd do about 11 to 12 and then do the last 17, 18 on your mediums, and you should be okay as long as you don't destroy them.
Or destroy your wing.
Yeah, I think that's probably the bigger problem for most people, especially around this track. I mean, there's not really a runoff area.
Yeah, that's not.
It's just walls everywhere. So.
And awkward corners, like the one Ace Boy's going through now. That's one of them. Like they just keep on going for some reason.
Yeah, lots of left, right, left, and then you've got like sort of long sweeping lefts and rights, and it's really hard to find the right line where you don't have to sort of awkwardly come off the gas halfway through the corner to readjust your line. And if you can nail it, I think there's potential to see a huge gaps in the qualifying times from somebody that knows the track and has practiced it. They can get the line, and for somebody that's maybe this track's probably is going to be new to everyone because it's a new track. But there's going to be some people that may have only driven it for the first time yesterday, like me.
You did?
Yeah. It didn't go well.
The thing I found difficult about this track is if you get the exit of one of the slow corners wrong, you're ending up paying up double because you lose the extra time on the straight as well, because there's usually a long straight after the slow corner.
Yeah, that's right. And then you get to spend the next 20 seconds hating yourself. It's like, why can't I exit this corner properly? And everyone goes past.
Yep. And if you get the lap perfect, you can go like a second faster than you previously went, I noticed. So yeah, there could be some large gaps in qualifying indeed. And while saying that, Ace Boy comes around for his first lap and he sets a 1:35.3.
Yeah, and already we see there's a few big gaps there. We see Mehmet's 1:37, Elo 1:38. It's quite a big spread.
Mehmet on the mediums.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's just a test run or...
We've got a yellow flag, I think that's a McLaren.
That's Sanix.
Sanix, yeah. He is placing the wrong way.
Yeah, he's not... Let's see if he can do a better 3-point turn than Mahav here. Well, he did it faster than... Definitely did it faster.
Yeah, clocking a mighty 1:53. I'm sure he'll want to do better than that. And he's already locked off again. Yeah.
He's not enjoying his first outing in Vietnam so far.
No, I think he'll be coming back in the pits and getting some fresh tyres.
Yeah, most people got their first runs out of the way already. And this it's quite some 35s already.
Yeah, I think we may see the fastest guys in 34s. I think that seems reasonable. Maybe even a 33. I'm not sure if that's even possible, but I can see Ace Boy's also had an issue.
Yeah, I think he was trying to get out of the way, but...
See, definitely Bot is currently provisional pole.
35-2.
That's a 35-2. He's he's back-to-back winners so far. He won Australia and Bahrain, so you got to have him as the favourite again coming into today. And he's starting off well, provisional pole. See if he can continue that and go faster.
Wimpy says in chat, some guys in this lobby belong to tier 2. So he's already getting worried for his race, I think.
Yeah, some people, like myself, perhaps belong in tier 4. Maybe we'll do a swap.
Yeah, we'll have to see. Some people, of course, also have their favorite circuits and their bad circuits, so it can really differ a lot. I mean, to be honest, I don't like the circuit at all. It doesn't flow for me. Well, now following Odin around the track, so you can get a little tour of what they're dealing with here. Especially this exit is really important to get right, as you have a really long straight after it.
It's a really hard corner to take, sort of little knob on the end of the track. It looks quite funny, but it's a long sweeping left, and it sort of changes. The car has to move and change line halfway through.
Not only that, but if you're too eager on the throttle midway, then you tend to spin, I noticed.
Yeah, I've noticed that, because it feels like halfway through, you feel like you're going too slow.
Yeah, you think,
so
I have to go on the throttle.
and then the game says no, and you die.
I'm not sure if Odin abandoned his lap or if he's just going slowly here.
He seems to be cruising a bit. He locks up. So maybe he's pushing.
Maybe he just wants to get a banker lap in. That's of course also possible.
Yeah, it's his first time on the sheets. Yeah.
132. There's room for improvement there.
Sure.
And Ace Boy, oh, I totally missed that. Ace Boy has gone out on a second run and improved to a 135.0. To
Very
be honest,
impressive.
that's already getting quite close to my personal best of 34.9, and I'm in tier 3, so...
I wouldn't even be able to tell you what my best time was.
You don't have to say.
I don't want to remember.
Just go on hards and keep it a secret.
Yeah, just blame the tyres.
Yeah. To the audience, I'm not sure how the audio levels are. I have the feeling my in-game audio is a bit hard, but a bit loud. But please let me know if it's okay.
Well, we've not had any complaints in the chat, which
No,
makes
just,
a change. So either the chat are being really nice, and not telling us, or it's perfect.
Audio is good, LOL. Okay.
Potentially sarcastic.
Yeah.
I've got a nice little bug that keeps telling me Ace Boy's setting the fastest lap over and over again.
Oh yeah, I have the same. He's still on the 35.2 here.
Yeah.
I had it the other day as well. I'm not sure why,
Weird.
but
It's also not the fastest lap because
no.
we can see the fastest
No,
lap is
it's definitely
35.0.
not. It's just Codemasters. Don't know why they said that. It's not very nice. I don't remember. Is safety car on today or not? I don't remember because there is a.
You know what? It's supposed to be off, but
But
I've
it's
put it
on.
on. I've not
Oh
put it
dear.
off.
Yeah. Ace Boy is
Moving.
saying that in the Discord chat right now, so I was just trying to figure out whether it's on or not. Oh damn. So then, do we have to inform the people not to pit during safety cars, or?
I reckon we may have to rehost after qualifying.
Yeah, then we have to get the qualifying order. Yeah, McKendor is asking why safety car off. Well, there's a bug in the game, which means that if you pit during safety car, you might get disqualified because you overtake the safety car. So that's why they decided safety car off, but apparently it's still on. So yeah, we might have to rehost the lobby after qualifying. Is there anybody interesting on a hot lap? Well, Mehmet is, and he is currently in 5th. No, yes, no, yes, no, because Kebab sets at 34.9.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, I've practiced with Kebab early today, and he was already pretty pacey there, so it doesn't come as a complete surprise. But still nice if you can pull that lap together in an actual qualifying where there's some pressure on it. Oh, the new guy doing comms. Yeah, I totally forgot to introduce myself because I'm an idiot. I'm their hammer or neighbor or whatever you want to call me. I'm not entirely new. I think I did co-commentary somewhere end of last season. Normally in tier 3. Used to be in tier 2, but I was too slow. So let's hope commentary goes a bit more smoothly than my driving in tier 2 did, but we'll see.
Well, we've had a couple of very fast laps put on the top of the board.
Yeah, I see 34.4, and that's the kind of time that makes me poo my pants a little, actually, for tomorrow. Not der hammer, yeah, der hammer, the hammer, the hammer, whatever you want to call it, Ocean. You can do it in any language, I guess. A 34.4. Jeez.
That is a lot faster than most people. are doing right now.
Maybe it's time to get up early tomorrow and just practice all day. Then I might get close.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I might need 2
34.4
days.
by Max. Crystals, I also met him in practice. He's also pretty fast. He did a 34.6. And Kebab still on P3 with a 34.9. And Ace Boy is out for an improvement as well. So yeah,
Yes.
34s.
34s.
Yikes. To be completely honest, I didn't really expect that in Tier 4 yet, but it shows these guys are just as fast as any of us, really.
Yeah, there's definitely some guys in here that are very fast. I think for a fair chunk of Tier 4 as well, it's perhaps their first season in the league. So it's hard to know where to place some people, but I think as always, as you move through the season, some people may move up or down as things find a natural rhythm.
There's of course a difference between being fast in the qualifying and then keeping it consistent and fast in the race, but yeah, looking on top of the leaderboard, I think Ace Boy and Daphne Bot already proved they got the race pace, and well, with that time Max has to be competitive in the race as well.
Yeah, if he can do anything close to that consistently, he'll be running away with it.
The game is showing me Ace Boy had a purple middle sector, so it will be interesting to see if he can do that on the finish as well. He's coming to that final corner where you do not have to hit the wall. A 34.7. Yeah.
But nice improvement. Moves up a position.
The thing is, you can do the final corner flat, but it's really difficult. Either you have the potential to hit the wall, or you get that tank slapper that Ace Boy did in the final.
Yeah, it's a very odd corner. It looks quite simple, but a constant problem I found is that I'm constantly hitting the wall on the exit, like the outside wall, and taking my my end plate off.
Yeah, I to be honest, I hit the wall there like 15 times in practice, so I'm pretty sure in the race I'm gonna lose a bit of end plate there, if not the entire wing.
Yeah, I was doing it sort of 1 in every 2 laps, so it's hard to imagine doing 29 in a row without breaking it once.
Yeah. Then again, if you can keep it clean, you'll probably finish well inside the points, I reckon.
Yeah, for sure. I think people's inexperience with the track and its sort of unforgiving nature will be a big boon to the people that keep it clean, especially because we've got no safety cars today.
Yeah, and that's the thing. There's no chance of coming back if you're having an incident or something.
Yeah.
I'm not saying your race is over, but it'll be hard to get anything out of that race.
It'll be very difficult for sure. I think people have to focus on being consistent and safe more than anything.
People already predicting the amount of DNFs. I see 2, I see 5. Do we have anybody higher than 5? Going once, going twice. And here's Eversnacks going through the final corner. And he does improve to a 35.3. And meanwhile, Wimpy's telling me Elementrix is up on our lap as well by 6/10, so I thought we might want to switch over to see how she's doing. The only and first female driver in SLR.
Around that tricky last bend.
Oh, yeah,
there's
the end plate. She does improve to a 35.8. That's a pretty good time. With loss of end plate.
Part and parcel, I think, for a lot of people's in-laps, having to come in and get that fixed.
I think I was in the first practice session with her, and she really improved a lot on that. 35.8.
Yeah, for sure. I think even last season you could see it as she grew into the game and got more confident throughout the season. I think her results improved. I think she got She got some decent points on the board by the end of the season, from what I remember.
Meanwhile, Crystal's going very short on the corner entry there, like nearly invalidating, but I think the game is pretty lenient here. I think he's one of the last people to actually threaten Max. I don't know if anybody else could potentially beat that. Kebab maybe, or Bejelly Luke? Bejeluk? I'm butchering that name.
Yeah. I'm normally quite good with names, I think, but that's a tongue twister.
No, you don't want to have an attempt at it, to have a go at it?
Bejeliluk?
Bejeliluk.
I'm just calling Beej.
Beach, yeah, let's stick to beach. Finally a commentator who can pronounce my name. That is Eversnack saying that.
That's not too bad, Eversnacks.
Eversnacksalotti. Lotto.
Lottle, I believe.
Oh, Leglaf, I totally missed it. Leglaf sets the fastest time while we were discussing names. Leglaf sets a 1:34.2.
Now that is fast. And definitely Bot beat Pips.
Oh, where the 34.264. Oh, I'm missing everything here. It's always hard to pick who to follow. Kebab is meanwhile not on an improvement, so this could be our final grid. Unless Beige improves. He's in the final corner now. No improvement from him.
Nope.
And Kebab's coming through now, and he does improve a little. He takes 5th place. And Nico abandons his lap, so I guess that's our final grid.
Okay. Looks like everyone's in, isn't it? Max is in. Lando Norris, apparently.
Oh yeah, Lando Norris, Pierre Gasly and Esteban Ocon joined the grid to make this tier 4 a little bit more interesting. Got some actual drivers in.
Okay.
So I guess we got our...
Good to leave and rehost.
Yeah. Did you... do you handle telling all the drivers? Then I'll try and make up for the commentary meanwhile. Okay.
Get to hosting. I remembered one thing and turned it to invite only, and I forget the other one.
Meanwhile, while Inferno is setting up the new lobby, we're showing you the current driver standings after 2 rounds. And we have definitely Bot, who took both victories the first and second round and is leading with 50 points. Then we've got Mehmet V in second place with 27 points. And Aceboy in third with 26 points. Shakalaka in fourth with 16 points and Max in fifth with 15 points. And rounding out the top 10 is Bejeliluk, sorry for butchering that name again, with 12 points. Kebab in 7th with 6 points. The Glove and Sagras both have 2 points. And finally we've got Van rounding out the top 10 with 1 point. Bieleluk? Bieleluk. Yeah, I won't memorize that. I'm old and forgetful, so... So yeah, we're waiting for everybody to rejoin. Meanwhile, chat, maybe you can make some predictions on who's gonna win the race. No, they're still discussing what language the name is. Oh, Eversnacks thinks he's gonna win. That's bold. At least he's full of confidence. Wimpy says the first guy over the line should win. Yeah, that's usually how it works, Wimps. I thought you were gonna predict Roxy as winner. Yeah, unless penalties. That's a valid point from Flash River. If there's penalties and you have too many, you're not gonna win. And Tara thinks a safety car might win. Well, that's a bit boring. That's another Mercedes win. Nobody wants that. Yeah, we might not want to redo qualifying. Do you have the order? Or otherwise you could rewatch it on the stream probably. Yeah, what crowd? What is your prediction in amount of wings lost, or amount of safety cars? I'm wondering.
We're not having any safety cars.
Yeah, that's true. So 0 safety cars. That's true. Amazing prediction. Amount of accidents.
I think we'll lose
10 wings. Well, I'm predicting they actually keep it surprisingly clean because they're all afraid of losing their wing. So I'm thinking 3 or 4 wings, and maybe one guy who punctures because he drags on the softs for too long. Meanwhile, Ocean Chief thinks definitely bot is definitely a bot because he drives like one. Yeah, he could be looking at his 3rd victory here. The way he's going. Flash River says your audio is a bit low, but that could be me because I suppressed your audio actually. Not the smartest move. So how we're looking? Is the grid set?
I'm getting there. I'm on P8 right now.
Yeah, I actually suppressed you in chat, so that's what was happening. Chat was saying Inferno sounds super low, but that's not difficult when I suppress your sound.
Thanks.
Yeah, I just wanted to talk alone, really.
Being oppressed.
We're naming this the Hammer Show. It's just me talking bullshit for the entire the entire show. My alter ego Luigi? Oh yeah. Yeah, I could add the Luigi hat, but then we're on stream, and you won't have my face blocking half the screen. Can I boost myself? I can, but then I have to move closer to the mic.
Okay. I have done the grid. So I think we're good to go.
Okay. Let's go.
Double check the safety car is off. It is. Grid is custom. No qualifying. Race 50%.
Eat the mic. No, I don't want to eat the mic. It's rather large. I don't think it would fit in my mouth. Plus, it doesn't taste very well. Well, Danny, the restart was because our lovely host forgot to turn off the safety car. And, yep. The safety car bugs at this race, so we rather have it off. Unless you want some people in the field get disqualified. This would have been a bit harsh. And we're almost ready to go.
Okay. God. Why did I agree to be the host?
Well, somebody had to host. I mean, I could stream and host, but then there's so many things to do. I might, I don't know, delete something.
We should find someone competent to do this.
I think it's okay so far. I don't hear people screaming, and there's no people with pitchforks at my door yet, so we should be fine. Yeah, well, Ocean, nobody... I won't leave the audio on the replay. I'm not that incompetent. But other than that, we see a grid and we see everybody loading in.
Well, I think they're choosing their strategies now.
At least we won't have a host with advantage of a few seconds at the start. Which reminds me, Inferno, weren't you host in the last Tier 2 race? Or was it the first race?
I did it in the first race, yeah.
So
I
how
had that host
was
bug in
that start?
It was actually, my start was terrible because I didn't know the bug was a thing. So I just sort of almost went into the back of the guy in front of me and that just slammed the brakes, and then everyone went past me.
Yeah, that seems about standard.
Actually, a host disadvantage.
It seems to be the standard for your races.
Yeah, crashing. Going into turn 1 dead last.
Yeah, I remember some last season scraps that you managed to go off in the final laps of the races.
Oh, I do remember crashing on the last corner of Spain of the last lap, breaking my wheel.
And we're they're on the grid, rolling on.
Okay, for our formation lap.
And interestingly enough, the predicted tire strat was soft, medium, medium, or soft, medium, soft, I think. But I gotta tell you, I think that won't happen today.
Yeah, I think we'll be seeing a lot of one-stops, especially without safety cars, to give everyone free stops.
Interesting. I think most outside the top 10 went on mediums, but Ever's Snacks also went on mediums. Wasn't he supposed to start on his qualifying tire, or?
Yes, he should be. Apparently, he's according to Twitter, he's had a bit of an
Thanks for pointing the other Flash River. I switched to the replay screen again. It's when I go to the UI. So that's why I normally don't use the UI. I use the shortcut keys, and now I use the UI. So that's why we had a nice replay of a replay there.
So let's see. But we've got everyone outside of the top 10 at least is on mediums, except for Philoctetes.
Yeah,
Philoctetes. The maverick of the group is going for the softs, looking to make up some early places.
I mean, that's not a weird thing to do, because it is possible to overtake you with all these straights, and the soft tire could give you an advantage, but he'll have to make quick work of those mediums before they or of this softs before the softs lose their advantage.
Yeah, definitely, and especially because you said with the straights, if you get a good exit, you can get the traction down quicker because you've got the more grippy tire. You should be able to get past people. Whether it will actually happen in reality, we shall see.
Yeah, I have to tell you, the camera angle on the start is not great.
No, I can see half the grid.
It's typical Codemaster style. And the lights go on. And they're off. And away we go, and it looks like...
Max has had a great start.
Yeah, Max has a great start.
Come right to the front.
Oh, there's a bit of contact there.
At the back.
I think it's Bebix who lost out on some positions.
Yeah, Kebab's down a few as well.
Oh, and I see wings flying, and there's Mehmet V is round. Oh, and there's another car around, that's Shaka, I believe.
And we've had a first retirement already, that's Van.
Yeah, Van retired and Shaka is around. That's not the start you want.
No, really annoying for those guys as well, knowing there's not going to be a safety car to potentially save them later on.
Yeah, and that's maybe why Van immediately chose to retire, or did he have terminal damage?
Yeah, I'm not too sure, I didn't see Van's incident, but he was right at the back.
And we got a Mercedes battle between Bjellilik and Leglaf.
Leglaf, someone who he must have had a terrible start. He
was P1, right? So he definitely lost some positions there.
I don't think he's got any damage, so at least he's in the fight. He's got work to do. Someone else who had an interesting start is Felix Titis, we mentioned. He has made up quite a lot of places, up into P10.
Yeah, he has been helped by that carnage at the start. And he's now trying a move around the outside of Nico, but yeah, that's impossible to make up. Meanwhile, we see some pit stops already because front wings were flying. And Kebab gets a penalty for speeding in the pit lane.
Oh, what a disaster. He's had such a promising qualifying, and just after lap 1, it's all gone to pieces already. Yeah,
there's definitely more people who are feeling that way, I think, because we've got Sanix and Eversnacks in the pit as well. So Eversnacks' bold hope of victory is going down the drain fast as well.
Yeah, what are they pitted for? I think medium tyres all around, and Eversnacks has gone to the softs because he started on the mediums. But yeah, it's a long race.
Yeah, I tell you what, Max definitely stormed off the front there.
Yeah, brilliant start off the line, and looks like he's hoping to get out of DRS range before it kicks in. He's making good work.
And Ace Boy is getting in a fight with Crystals, but he holds on for now.
On the inside line, and Crystal's under pressure from Beijel.
Yeah. That's the thing, if your attack fails, the other guy is right behind to profit here. With that 4 or 5 car train we've got from 2nd to 7th.
Yeah, and this is a very tricky section of corners. You can see if you're on board with Crystals there, really having difficulty trying to find the right line. Feels very sort of jittery stop-start in nature, and Beijel look sort of pretty clear of him already, but a bit of oversteer on the exit there, bringing him back into range of Crystals.
Oh, we've got another yellow, yeah, somewhere in the middle sector, no, in the final sector. I think it was with Odin. I'm not sure what happened there.
So Mehmet going down the inside of Nico.
Yep, and he did move cleanly around him. He did make it stick. And we've got Elementrix already in P11.
Yeah, decent start from her. She looks like she's managed to avoid any nasty incidents. To be able to take those mediums for a long stretch.
Yeah, and of course, if you manage to avoid all the incidents all race, I think you're almost guaranteed points here.
Yeah, and looking further at the grid, just coming onto that long straight, it's Bjellilik who had a bad exit and is back down to P6.
Ooh, and Ace Boy, sorry to interrupt. Ace Boy moves around, definitely bot on the straight, and he is passed. So we've got a new 2nd place.
Yeah, we've got DRS active now, so these long straights are going to be really crucial in getting past people. It'll be interesting to see as well how much ERS people want to use, because I can see this being the kind of track where there's going to be some people that have used all their ERS in the first few laps. And they just have such a huge overspeed on the. Oh, definitely bottom.
Something.
the pit.
Yeah. I saw him moving off screen. I think, where is he going? He's making a mistake, but he's moving into the pit. I really have to get used to that around this circuit.
I did not know the pit lane was there. I thought he was going to crash.
Yep. Meanwhile, we've got Sanex, who I think spun off again. Yep, he did. He's now rejoining the track. I think that's like the second or third time already. So he's not enjoying. He's not enjoying Vietnam right now.
No. He'll be having flashbacks.
Oh, and he doesn't have a wing left. Dear. Oh dear. Now I shouldn't laugh. This is probably me tomorrow, but hey.
We laugh while we can.
We laugh while we can. That's it.
We haven't embarrassed ourselves yet. That's the key point.
And Elementrix is already in the points in P10. There you have it.
That's exactly what you need. Just be consistent and steady. You know, don't get into trouble. Don't break your wing. You don't want. You lose 20 seconds the second you touch that wall, because then you've got to go into the pit. So just don't do it.
You just win a pit stop. Ooh, Mehmet is lining up a move on Philoctides, who moved up to P8 but now loses out. And Mehmet hits the wall and loses a bit of end plate there. Oh, and they touch again, but it's
bit of
all fine.
Was that Philo's wing?
No, I think that was Mehmet's wing.
Ah, yeah. Yes, it is. It's his right end plate's gone.
Yep. Yeah, if it's not too bad, he could go on, but that's gonna cost him time, and I think Philo will pretty... Yeah, he's in the pit.
He dives in. It's just not worth continuing, I don't think. And for the windy sections as well, it's going to feel horrible.
Yeah, the final sector with those fast corners, you'll lose so much time.
And like I said, that's another position for the guys on the mediums. Nico, Elementrix, moving up another spot.
Yeah, and is it safe to say that Philo made the right move sticking to the sauce, as he's now in P7 already?
Got to say the gamble's definitely paid off, but now he's got clean air in front of him. It's 3.5 seconds to the guy in front at Bevix, so he's not got that DRS, and we'll see how his pace is without a car in front of him.
Yeah, and the tire management, that is an advantage in clean air, I think.
Yeah, you won't have to deal with the dirty air, so less struggling around the corners, I suppose. Should be able to be more consistent for sure.
I'm following a battle between Aceboy and X Crystals. We're in P2 and P3, and Max has stormed off to a 4-second lead. That's incredible.
Yeah, and I think that Sanex has already been lapped. It's very unfortunate for him, but got to get his head down. Maybe he can stick in with Max and maybe use the DRS to work his way back up the field. But Crystals and Aceboy looks like this might be going on for quite a while.
At that point, yeah, I wonder how many people will think, nah, I'm abandoning this one, I'm not getting any points. But if you actually keep going, you might still make up points for other people who make mistakes. For now, Sanex is carrying on for the full Vietnam experience. Oh
yes.
Medic!
There's going to be some very miserable people by the end of this week. I can smell the tears already.
Yeah, I mean the amount of front wings we've seen going already. It's pretty much Nam already. Yeah. I think people get some war flashbacks.
We're going on to that main straight now with Aceboy. Crystal 6/10 behind Aceboy. We'll see how he chooses to use his ERS. Yeah, Crystals is really abusing his ERS, down to 20% already.
Yeah, so far he seems to be trying to keep up more than that he's trying to overtake.
Yeah, Aceboy's been very conservative. So 85%, he's basically not used it at all. Seems that Crystals feels that Aceboy's faster than him, and he's trying to just hold on for dear life into that DRS range.
Hey, if that could carry you to a podium, that's actually not a bad move.
No, it's built him a 5-second gap to leg lap behind, so who am I to argue with him? Seems like a good idea.
I see definitely bot is past Elementrix. I'll be trying to move up as fast as possible to limit the damage, our championship leader.
Yeah, he's going to have to switch this to a 2-stop as well. He's gone onto the medium, so he'll be pitting again later on, I imagine, for a fresh pair of softs.
Yeah, you're absolutely correct on that. He does still have to pit. I don't think he can stretch those mediums for, what is it, 25 laps or something?
Yeah, I think that's impossible for all intents and purposes. I can't imagine no one's that good with their tyres. You wouldn't be racing
Black
if
magic.
you were preparing for them. Yeah, you'd be behind a safety car.
Well, we've seen stranger things so far with people finishing races on 40 lap mediums in 20 lap races. So
true. I mean, Kebab's already done 10 laps on his mediums.
amazing.
Somehow he's only in P12. It's crazy stuff.
Does that mean Kebab is riding around the circuit twice in one lap?
He's found a shortcut halfway around.
It doesn't seem to be the most effective way. Oh, and crystals went straight. Yeah, why take the hairpin when you can go straight? I mean,
yeah.
Probably. The thing is, you come off that long straight, and if you have DRS and overtake, your speed is so high, it's really easy to misjudge your braking point. If you brake at your normal braking point, you'll just go straight.
Yeah, and Leglaf had a similar issue. I saw him go very deep and get a bit wiggly coming out of the exit.
Right, and meanwhile Sanex has abandoned, and he's saying in chat his pedals broke. So yeah, a little bit of a technical DNF then.
Bejaluk is pitting. I think this may be on purpose as well. I don't think he's got any damage.
Lap 8 could be, it's a bit on the early side, but if you're going on hards, that might be...
yeah, those are hard tyres.
So
I think he's wants to get off those softs, not a huge fan of them. And go long on the hards. Belok TT's also pitting to get rid of his softs.
He's going on the mediums.
Mediums, okay.
Unless
I will learn, I suppose. Can he stretch them to the end, or is this a 2-stop?
Yeah, or is it like a Codemasters thing where it shows something?
Yeah, it could be a Codemasters. There's always
different.
that extra option with anything in this game. Is it a Codemasters fault?
To have a fault or not a fault?
So that leaves some lonely runners out in front. Max, 4 seconds to Ace Boys, 5 seconds to Crystal, and 5 seconds to Leglaf.
Yeah, it is a bit as you predicted. The gaps are a bit large on this circuit. And basically only I see definitely bot on the charge back. And the same can be said for Mehmet V, who also had to stop early and is on a charge back through the field.
Both men on a mission, I think, trying to salvage as much as they can from the race.
Yeah, for the championship, because that's interesting. They are 1 and 2 in the championship, of course. Definitely bot and Mehmet V. Mehmet V.
So,
yeah, saying that correct.
It's a potentially very big race for the championship. We may be seeing a new winner for a start, since it looks very unlikely that definitely bot can get the win from here.
Yeah, that's true. And we see Crystal spitting as well. He might be around the time that you might go on mediums. Well, Shaka's hard up.
Crystal's going for 1 lap later on the hards. I think if you were doing a straight soft medium, it's probably lap 11.
I think I've seen in practice lap 11 to lap 13 that people made it work.
It seems like a reasonable sort of split between the two compounds. There's quite a lot of action a few places back there, I think, with we've got Eversnacks, Elementrix and Bejaluk pretty close to each other.
And we've got definitely bot.
Right on the back of Shaka.
Yeah, he's been looking for quite a while, and now he's locking up for a bit.
He's really trying to get in front. Shaka's not interested.
Yeah, you have to pick your right spot.
He absolutely does not need to give it up, but he may not have a choice going on this long straight with the DRS.
And how much overtake? Definitely bot has a lot of ERS left.
Yeah, Shaka's using his as well, but it's not enough with the DRS overspeed, and definitely Bob makes easy work of it.
Yeah, yeah, that's a clean move as you see, as clean as you can. Oh, and then he locks up his tire. But the thing with going back to the tire strategy, it's also what you prefer, I think. Some people like to push all race. They might prefer soft hard, so they can push the hards all the way. While others who are maybe better at tire saving can choose the soft mediums. I'm still not decided at that.
And I think with those people that like to push, there's also that extra option of the two-stop that may be viable here. I think Philoctetes was one of those, because he went.
Yeah, he went to mediums, right?
The mediums, and he went early onto the mediums, and he's now right up the rear of Elementrix, looking to potentially make a move into turn 1.
But Elementrix
not defending.
It's just funny. Elementrix hasn't pitted yet, and she's on 9 laps mediums, while Philoctetes, who has pitted, is on 10 lap mediums. That's just the Codemaster special.
Elementrix making a mistake there. Misjudging the corner, and she's had to let Philo go.
That's unfortunate, but she has to remember if Philoctetes is still making another pit stop, she might just gain that position back. And very few on-fight tracks at the moment. I think the only other one is Kebab and Bijeluk, I keep butchering that name, for P13.
Two of the faster drivers as well. I think both these guys qualified right near the front, having not great race so far. I think it's fair to say they've got work to do. And Kebab spun it.
And he lost his wing.
It's another front wing gone.
Yeah, and Max has pitted for hards, so he's not opting to go for the soft medium.
It's a nightmare for Kebab. That's on that exact corner we were talking about. The exit from there, you have to be so careful on the traction, and he gave it too much throttle, as we just said, and
I think
spun the car around.
Yeah, I spun a couple of times there. This makes me think. Max stormed off at the beginning, but chooses hard, so he will probably be pushing aggressively for the rest of the race. While Ace Boy, maybe he took it easy on purpose to save those tires and make the soft medium stint work.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see the pace difference between the mediums and the hards as well. Because Ace Boy will probably come in a lap or so, and he'll come out a fair few seconds behind Max, but he may be able to catch him relatively quickly on a fresh set of mediums.
Yeah, I think so. That could be a battle to the end. And we see Kebab pit for a new wing and a new tires probably.
Yeah, it's going from bad to worse for Kebab. It's going to be probably another set of mediums if he's got one, or he may have to settle for hards at this point. Yeah, those are hard tires.
So looking at the top 10, I'm thinking Nico is still on his start tires as well, but it's hard to say as Ace Boy pits.
Ace Boy pits, yeah, this is going to be for mediums, I'm pretty sure. It's relatively standard timing. We'll see where he comes out.
Yeah, I'm following Max now to see if he comes out ahead. He should normally, because he did have a 3 or 4 second lead. He's coming around.
Looks like all these soft runners are coming in as well. Leglaf and Bebix both pitting to get rid of their softs.
And Max is in the lead again. I think he even gained a little. Yeah, he did.
An undercut on the soft runners.
He gained quite a lot actually. I think he's. Now we have to wait until the next. 4.5. So he gained like a second then.
Possibly, yeah. It's not too bad for Ace Boy, I don't think. We'll have to see how much he can gain while his mediums are still fresh. Because I think after probably half a dozen laps or so, you probably see the speeds between the mediums and the hards normalise and be quite similar.
That's true. So you reckon Ace Boy has to make up time quickly in the beginning of his stint?
I'd say so. I think he's probably, I'd say about 6 or 7 laps, while the mediums have still got a good amount of grip in them. and they're going to be faster than hards. I think if you can get within the DRS range, then we've got a fight on our hands till the very end.
One of our medium runners has pitted as well, Elementrix, but she has gone on to soft, so I wonder if that was planned or if she lost a wing.
Yeah, I didn't see. So it's a peculiar choice. Maybe she's doing a 2-stop from here.
Yeah, medium, soft.
The softs aren't going to go to the end, so she's going to. I think she'll have to pit again for another set of softs.
I missed that position change here with Nico and Bbix, but Bbix, yeah, he was looking.
He's come out on the hits on his fresh set of mediums, so he was hoping not to have to pit again. A little bit of a train, a little bit further up the road. Shaka and Mehmet Levlaf.
Oh,
and we've got yellow
there's a
flag.
yellow. Is that Philo?
That's Odin.
No, that's Odin.
And Kebab as well, I think. Need to have a look. Do they have any damage?
Doesn't look like it.
No. I think Odin's lost an end plate, but Kebab seems relatively okay.
Is it me, or is it really hard to follow who's on used mediums from the start or used mediums after they pitted? Because
yeah, it's impossible
the
to know
graphics
based
is all
on
over the
what's showing
place.
in front of us. We just will have to memorize it.
Yeah, that's. I mean, I'm too old for that. I cannot. I'm so lost.
Well, I think we just have to pretend nobody's got any tyres on until about 8 laps to go, and then they won't have to pit again.
Yeah.
But Ace Boy has gained a bit on Max.
Yeah, he already gained a second.
Yeah, well, yeah, whole second from 4.5.
But Max will just need to keep calm and just drive his pace, and hope the mediums fall off near the end. I mean, overtaking is definitely possible here, but it's still quite narrow at the end of those straights.
Yeah, and it looks like there's a few people that have sort of come together as well. We've got Leglaf is now just behind definitely Bot, who's made a charge through the field since he had to pit early. He is going to have to pit again, of course, but he's hoping to make as much time as he can, and looks like he's got a decent chance of finishing in a pretty good spot.
Yeah, and he's now trying to close up on definitely Bot. Leglaf.
Yep.
He's right up his tail.
There's a big train behind them as well.
Yeah, there's
Shaka,
people.
Bebek, and Nico.
There's people coming together now. As we were just saying, that there were quite a lot of gaps, and now they're all closing up to each other. Also because of the different tire choices, of course.
Yeah, there's 2 medium runners there and a soft at the back. Nico's on softs, of course. So he's making a. Bebex is making a move, and he's gone down the inside of Shaka.
Oh yeah, he did
looks
make
clean.
it. Oh, Shaka staying on the inside.
Long left-hander. He stays in front, but can he keep it by the end of the straight?
Yeah, and Shaka has Nico right behind him as well. I hope they don't go 3 wide. And in yellow is sector 3, but it looks to be cleared. Oh, and Shaka goes straight. Shaka goes straight. And that loses him. Yeah.
And just in front of those, Leglaf's got in front of definitely bottom legs. That on the same corner. Looks like that's going to be a very common place for overtakes, that hairpin at the end of the straight.
At the end of a really long straight. As long as you get the exit of that weird roundabout thing right, then you can make a move. But it's such a difficult corner to get right.
It is a real weird one. There's not many corners like that on the circuit. It's almost like China turn 1.
Yeah, that's
well, 2, 3. I don't even know. It's all like one big loop.
I hate corners like that, to be honest.
Yeah, they're an absolute nightmare to get right. And I think looking further to the front, Ace Boy has made a lot of ground up on that.
And meanwhile, Odin takes his 5th pit stop, I think. I hope they still have tires left.
It's a day to forget for Odin, I think.
And if you think it's cool to laugh, well, that's me tomorrow, so Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to get enjoyment out of this.
See, Nico very close to Bebix, just going up onto that main straight.
And
He's
Nico
deployed to the RS.
Nico
Draining it
fast
every last
softs.
drop.
But Nico, he won't go to the end on those softs, will he?
No, he's got
Yeah.
to come in again. He makes the move. And ooh, Bebix thought about going for it, taking it back.
A wise move in the end.
Yeah, play it safe.
Because, like you said earlier, a new front wing costs you another 20 seconds. And without safety cars, there's no way to get back. Really punishing.
Yeah, you get one chance.
One opportunity. Mom spaghetti. Ace boy being sweaty.
Oh god, I can't.
Let's not go into
You'd have
lyrics.
to do it on your own. I'm not helping
God,
you.
I hoped you would join me, but unfortunately,
No, I'm not.
no bad lyrics today.
Not one for a lyrical genius. But no, never been much of a songwriter.
He's
Ace
on
boy
max
that
tail
very
already.
Yeah, 3 more tenths.
Oh.
He's going to deploy some ERS perhaps. He's got a lot of it. Max is really trying to stay in front. He's down with his last drops of ERS,
But
5%.
Yeah, well, Ace boy has 75, so
Yeah, the pressure is on Max right now. Ace boy is almost looking the favourite at the moment.
I think what Max is trying is to keep him out of DRS as long as possible, and hoping that when Ace boy gets within DRS.
Max has just taken his wing off.
Oh, I was on board with Ace boy and he is slowing down a lot.
He's lost an end plate.
Yeah, that's the race decider, I think.
That's it. So Ace boy just has to be safe
Keep
now.
it together, yeah.
He's got it. Yeah, he's 9 seconds in front of Crystals. Keeps a consistent pace, and he's got his first win of the season.
Wow. I didn't see that. Maybe he was pushing that hard to keep him out of DRS that he made that mistake, but
yeah, it's in
again,
that tricky third sector where you constantly going left, right, and he hit his wing on the inside of a corner. He sort of went too tight, just clipped it off.
And that cost him many positions. You know, he dropped down all the way to 6th or 7th.
Yeah, looks like 8th on track. He's got fresh medium, so I imagine he might be able to make up a couple again, but
yeah,
his dreams of winning, they've gone.
The only thing positive is, well, if you can even call it a positive, that maybe some others still have to stop, because definitely Bolt and Mehmet went into the pit rather early. So he might still be like virtually 4th or 3rd.
Yeah, I am losing track of who needs to pit again. We know definitely Bot does. Mehmet, I think Bot and Mehmet both have to pit again, don't we?
Yeah.
So
to the audience wondering what happened and seeing Max is suddenly in 6th, well, he hit the wall in the final sector and had to go into the pit for a fresh wing. So that's what happened. Ooh, Max.
That was a close one.
They said in unison.
Yeah. It looks like he's not in a good mood. He's got his foot down.
I think he's a bit caught out between the difference and braking points with fresh tires and old tires. You have to be careful with that.
Yeah. He's going to be hassling Mehmet all the way around this last sector. And Mehmet's pitting.
Yeah, that's his second pit stop. He's probably going for softs and then going as fast as possible until the end.
Yeah, now where will he come out? It looks like, I have to guess, around P10, 9 or 10 from the look of it. I think that's just between the Force India and Racing Point.
Racing Point. Daddy Stroll Racing. I got to say that Daddy Stroll Racing won't be happy with the drivers being in 8th and 15th. That's not what the pink Mercedes is hoping for. Ooh, and we got an overtake between Max and definitely Bot now.
Yeah. Definitely bot, I imagine. Didn't fight him too hard, knowing that he's got to come in again, and he'd probably be coming in any lap now, I think. Maybe 1 or 2 more laps on those mediums.
We've got B-Bix and Nico. Weren't they battling earlier?
Yeah, these were in the train with was it Mehmet perhaps? We've got a yellow. That's a full racing point.
Is that Odin again?
That's Odin. Yeah, that's another wing down. I think I was conservative with my 10 wing estimate.
Yeah, I think we well passed that. Let's see if we can beat it in Tier 3 tomorrow. Or at least I. You won't be part of it.
No, I get to delay the pain until Friday.
Friday, yeah. I'll be commentating that as well, so I'll just follow you on stream all the time.
I was going to suggest doing the opposite of that and leave me well alone.
Ignore you.
Yes.
The invisible man.
To be fair, that's basically what I am most of the time on the track.
don't know if you have the rear view mirror on in this game, but I noticed that there's invisible guys on that as well.
Yeah, I turned that off. It's I think it's almost too jarring, and the cars move too fast. Like, if you go into a heavy braking zone and somebody's just behind you, whoa!
Ooh, that was just, yeah.
Nico, sorry.
Nico had a bit of a tank slapper there.
Very spooky
and
moment.
Odin threw
He'd
in
had
the
enough.
towel. No, I think his team didn't have tires left.
Well, maybe not. Maybe wings is the bigger problem. I think.
We're flat out of wings.
You can always put on your old tires, but I don't think you can put on an old wing.
Can you remember a race where you had a lot of wing changes, or like the amount of wing changes?
I don't know if I remember any specific number of wing changes, but it's pretty common for me. I've had my fair share of fresh wing.
B-Bix and Nico, and now B-Bix overtakes him again.
Ooh, swapped again, yeah.
I think I had 7 once.
7?
Yeah, but that was the first time I was trying. I was trying a 100% no assist race.
Oh. Wow, 100%.
It didn't go so well.
No.
That's safe to say. Oh, we've got Max, by the way, who's already behind Leglav.
Looks like he's wanting to make a move soon, making himself known in the rear wing mirrors. There's a podium at stake there as well. He's
and we've got pit stops. We've got pit stops from definitely bot Nico and Philoctides. So that will be their last stop normally, unless they lose another front wing, of course. Which wouldn't be the first time.
Nope, you wouldn't be crazy to put money on that. Which looks like it's putting them just behind Eversnacks there. Definitely bot. Just joined the train of Shaka and Eversnacks in P7 and 8.
And Max made the move on Leglav in that long lost corner. I call it a lost corner because I'm lost there all the time, but it's a long corner, I meant to say.
Yeah, these three are getting extremely tight. Definitely bot.
Ooh,
He's
yeah,
going
I'm following it now. Round the outside, does that work? Aren't they of the same? Oh no, Eversnacks and definitely bot are of the same team.
Yeah, they got the 2 Haas drivers.
I gotta say the Alfa Romeo really does look a lot like the Haas.
It does. It's quite difficult to differentiate when they're next to each other. Especially from the front, when they both got the white noses with a little bit of red.
Ooh, and Eversnacks nearly runs into the back of Shaka there.
We have seen that so many times today. People, getting that braking point right is really hard when you've just been on full beans for like a good 20 seconds down that straight.
With DRS and overtake, as I mentioned earlier, it's really difficult to pick the correct brake.
Oh, it's a wing. It's Eversnacks' wing.
Oh, I missed that.
3 again.
Oh dear. Yeah, that's gonna be another pit stop for him, unfortunately.
Is the destroyer of M plates, that sector.
The thing is he still gonna continue, or does he believe that was his chance for points gone?
I think there's...
Mehmet...
You should always continue, I think, at this point. At the end of the day,
Nemeth gets a time penalty meanwhile.
Yeah, I think it's a good mentality to have that. Like, you're not the only one. There's 8 other people in front of you that can easily make the same mistake.
That's true. That's true.
And then you're equal, in a sense. You know, they've got a pit as well. They lose 20 seconds. So,
I mean,
but he's got his work to do.
concerning DNFs, I think only 3 is actually pretty okay.
Yeah, I think safety cars being off has probably been a help to that. Because
Oh, Ace Boy pits. Have we missed something?
Oh.
Did he lose his front wing? I'm gonna see if they're or did these mediums just go off? It's really he's going on softs. There's no wing change, so
yeah,
I think it's just his strategy.
it's just tires. Yeah,
Wow.
just felt that he felt his tires were too warm to carry on. Okay. Wow.
So
Okay.
that hands the lead to Crystals, and that also means he's coming out behind Max. Or
So these
is
two are
he?
going to go after again.
Or is he? Yeah, it's close.
It's 2 seconds.
Nah,
in front.
he's still ahead. He's still ahead. So he will stay clear of Max on those fast softs.
Yeah, you would think he should stay clear as well.
Can you check if Crystals has any penalties?
I will do just that. See, race director.
Well, that suddenly does make the race more interesting. As
Real
Ace
surprise.
Boy now has a chase for first. Yeah, I'm sure he can gain 5 seconds back easily, but he still has to make the pass.
See, Bijuluk's had 6 seconds, Bebix has got 3 seconds, Mehmet's got 3 seconds, but these front runners are all clean.
Okay, so it's a fair fight until the end. Although
Yep.
a fair fight, Fresh Sauce versus Warren Hart, it's a
Oh, he just clipped the wall. I don't know if he's still got a wing.
Who, Ace Boy?
Yeah, I just saw him bump a wall. I need to check my camera
Looks fine.
when it lets me. Yeah, he's okay.
I'm also wondering for the audience, is the stream stuttering a bit, because my game definitely is. So I'm wondering if that's also visible on stream. If you have some feedback, that would be nice. And Ace Boy has closed up most of the gap already.
Yeah, this is looking like it may be quite straightforward. There's a big tire advantage to Ace Boy. There's only 2 seconds to make up over 5 laps.
And those are long laps as well. They do around 140 on a lap.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Crystals may have to settle here for 2nd place. And we'll see how Max has he been catching as well. And maybe a fight between the 2 Ferraris potentially later on.
I wonder if there's going to be any team orders then.
Probably not if we know anything about Ferrari strategy.
Yeah, but that would mean they hit each other off, most likely.
Yeah, there'll be a couple of Mercedes making an appearance on the podium all of a sudden.
Yeah, leg love. I think Ace Boy took the safe route, like he had a big lead, and he probably knew he could still make up the time on softs, and he was like, yeah, why not?
Yeah,
do
I think
a safe stop.
He had a big gap, so I suppose the logic was comes out slightly behind a guy on hard tyres. He gets to be on fresh softs, and he doesn't have to deal with dodgy mediums for the last few laps. And, you know, he's going to be more reliable that way, isn't he? There's a chance when you're on old tyres, you can always slip up a lot easier.
Yeah, that's true, and yeah, it's already half a second, so I think we'll see a pass pretty soon, probably on the next straight already. Or does he wait until the long straight? He has got so much more grip
now. It seems so much more in control of the car.
He can go on the power so much earlier.
Yes, DRS. He's got more ERS in the bank as well than Nick Crystals.
Yeah, he's not really battling back.
And there's Max has got a 3-second penalty.
Yeah, Laglav is 5 seconds behind, but I'm not sure if Laglav has penalties though.
He does not, last I checked. So it's potentially a change in the podium there if Legalaf can make up 2 seconds.
Yeah, that's a tall order because we've seen Max has been pretty pacey on the circuit the whole time. And he'll be wondering, what if I didn't make that one mistake?
Yeah, and Bileliluk
It's now
has gone past Philo for P10. So that's the last points paying position of the race. I think both of these are on fresh softs if the game isn't lying to me.
Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't. I think so, but I wouldn't be sure.
And maybe some action there if we're getting onto the exit of starting on the main straight. But he had a pretty rough exit there.
Mehmet and Bibix are pretty close though.
Yeah, these two have come together a fair few times this race. And this navigate that tricky sector 3, left, right. You can see the difference in lines between everyone, really.
Yep.
And it's very hard to be consistent around here.
Yeah, the thing is also if you, especially in the last sector, if you take the first fast corner wrong, then your whole string of fast corners is going to be weird. You're going to be offline.
They're so fast after each other. Your exit of one goes straight, it leads straight into the entrance of the next. It can be a real headache for a driver.
But if you hook them up, they're really satisfying.
Absolutely. So that's the hard part.
That's true, especially on worn tires. I mean, Leglaf is on 37 off medium in a 25 lap race so far, so that's impressive.
It's very impressive. Where's the puncture?
Yeah.
That's the question.
Ooh, Mehmet hits the back of Bibix a bit, but I don't think he has any damage. Yeah.
Just trying to get traction.
Is bump drafting a thing in Formula 1? I don't believe it is.
No, he's emptied his ERS tank as well. So is Bebix. The pair of them are completely. They're going all out.
He's going for it. He's going. They both lock up, and he does make it stick for now.
Yep, I think for now being the key phrase here. We may be seeing them swap positions again next lap on the same straight.
And he's locking up again.
And there's going to be a new contender in the fight between them. With definitely Bot is catching fast from behind. He's only 1.5 seconds behind now. And those fresh softs.
Yeah, he's still in damage limitation mode for his championship. And I see a yellow car, yellow flag.
That's the heart of Mehmet snacked. He's looks like he's missed his braking point, perhaps, and he's gone straight into the wall at the back of that. That's a hairpin again. He does have
missing
damage.
An
he will.
Plate, yeah.
Yeah.
That might be retirement then. Knowing
possibly. May have one too many new wing for his liking, perhaps.
Yeah, street circuits are so frustrating.
Yeah, incredibly unforgiving. If I could, I'd be surrounded by lovely grass, and there's the retirement.
Yeah, that's the retirement we all saw coming. That's unfortunate for Aversnacks. I think he had the pace, but unfortunately, yeah, keeping it out of the walls is also a thing.
Yeah, it's going to prove to be a recurring theme, I think, throughout the week as people continue to get to grips with the track. And I mean, even if we look at Baku, for instance, it's been around the calendar for a few times now.
Don't remind me of Baku.
It catches people out every time. Every time we go there, there are wings left and right. So even with familiarity of the track, you know, it's hard. It's just difficult.
I think I only ever finished one street race in SLR, so. But,
I'm not sure I've ever thought of point around there. I'm not going to talk too much about it.
And definitely Bottas now on the tail of Bibix. Must be frustrating for Bibix to lose those positions near the end of the race. But what you gonna do?
Mehmet's pulled away from him a fair bit. Now 1.6 seconds.
What you gonna do when they come for you?
Gonna sing the rest of it?
No. I was waiting for you to fill in, but you let me down again. So that's
better get used to it.
I mean, I must be the only singing commentator at this point.
I keep my singing for the shower.
You do that in the shower.
I try not to punish fellow humans with that noise. Keep it to
That's where
myself.
the neighbor complaints are coming from then.
Yeah.
There's a cat screaming all the time. And it's actually you singing. It's a bit sad. And meanwhile, while I'm saying that, we're watching a battle of Daphne Bot and B-Bix.
Oh, is that a brilliant exit?
Yeah. Those soft tires are so grippy when they still have life in them.
Yeah. He gets in front before the DRS zone even kicks in, and now he's going to sail away.
I wonder if B-Bix is trying to fight back.
Bix?
Ooh, he is going for the dive. Yeah, and that leaves Daphne Bot no other
He made
option.
it.
Yeah, but I think
There you
only
go.
because Daphne Bot let him.
Yeah.
Because if you fight back there, there's
Straight
no
back
room.
at him.
Yep. He said,
Yeah,
not
right.
today.
He wasn't happy with that move, like you could tell.
Yeah, once you get to this section, there's really no way of fighting back
Yeah.
somebody on fresh tires.
He couldn't turn in where he wanted to, definitely, because there was a sudden AlphaTauri in the way.
I got to applaud B-Bix for at least trying to fight back on those old tires. So that's we didn't see that much. People trying to fight back after they've been passed. A bit of
it's an attitude you want to have for sure. Yeah, looking to
Verstappen
get
DNA
back to
there.
yeah. And definitely Bot, thankfully, saw it coming and was able to adjust his line to take account. So, you know, he still stays out in front and nobody's hurt.
Yeah,
The wings stay on the car.
he's limiting the damage well, but championship rival Mehmet is one spot in front of him. So he will be losing a bit of that lead. Also with Ace Boy winning.
Ace Boy winning is probably I think, something he's probably more concerned about. I know Ace Boy, I think he came second in Australia, so losing a lot of ground to Ace Boy is perhaps the bigger problem for definitely Bot. I think the difference between 5th and 6th is not too great. At the end of the day, he had to pit again for a new wing, so being able to still get a top 6 finish.
Yep.
And
Oh, I
not lose
totally missed Ace Boy winning the race, by the way, with Crystals in second. That was already the last lap.
Okay. Time flies.
These guys are so fast, they make me miss the finish.
Oh, the leg light's got a puncture. There's your puncture.
Oh yeah, he did.
Right.
It's the Mercedes. It's the Mercedes with a puncture in the final lap. But his lead was big enough, like Hamilton. He does make it in 4th. Elementrix finished as well in 5th. No, in 13th, a lap behind, of course. Mehmet in 5th, definitely Bot in 6th. B-Bix in 7th. Shaka in P8. Nicely in the points again. I think he's been in the points all races. Nico
Solid finish.
in 9th, and then Bejella Luck or something in P10. Yeah, I'll never get that name right.
Maybe next week.
maybe. We can always hope.
Philoctetes crossing the line in 11, which leads a lonely kebab.
Yeah, he was hoping for better. I mean, he's pretty fast at this circuit, but...
Yeah, we saw his pace in qualifying, but it wasn't to be today.
It shows you once again keeping it clean on a street circuit, as Julian Palmer once said, is really important here. So yeah, that's it. That's our race done. And the driver of the day, well, the game says it's Mehmet V, but I'm thinking Ace Boy for me. I mean, like, he kept it clean.
I think Ace Boy is probably my shout as well. I remember he had that strat. Well, I'm not sure if it was a strategy change, if it was intentional, if he always intended to do the 2-stop, but it worked out brilliantly in the end. I think we were all a bit surprised to see him come in. I think we were expecting a 1-stop from him.
Yeah, I think he just took the safe route.
But yeah, the fresh sauce at the end just made it look easy for him. And we've got to take our hats off for that. I think Mehmet did well, obviously, coming from P10.
Yeah, I agree, but it's probably Aceboy from 6 to 1. You gotta give it to the man.
Yeah,
that's some really good driving.
Yeah, it's a great, solid race, clean. I don't remember him being in any incidents. He didn't lose his wing ever.
Also, really few penalties. Like I think only 4 people got one.
Yeah,
Bijala got 3, so the race was a bit harsh on him. He did get the fastest lap though, so there's that.
Yeah, and he snuck into P10, so he does get the bonus point. If we even do that in the league, I'm not sure, but...
So is it time for some interviews, perhaps?
Yeah, do we have anyone in the channel?
What a race. They kept it clean. Very few incidents. Tier 2, I think Tier 4 shows how it's done.
I think they did a pretty good job overall. People were generally quite responsible. I don't remember any. Nobody murdered anyone that I can remember.
No. I mean, there was a bit touching of wheels, but I don't think we've seen anything strange.
Nothing you don't want to see. A bit of hard racing. It's what you want.
Hard but fair racing. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Let's see. Is there somebody? We've got Kebab and Shaka in the gentleman's lounge.
We'll see if we can drag one in. Try if I have the ability. I'll take Kebab.
Okay. Let's drag, and there he is. Welcome, Kebab. You're live on stream.
No, thanks.
So, how was your race?
Oh, it was terrible. It was terrible. All went wrong. Yeah, less said about it, the better.
It's a few wing-related incidents, unfortunately for you.
Yep, I hit the back of Mehmet TV coming into turn 1. He kind of slowed down. I didn't expect him to slow down in the first corner where he did, so I hit the back of him, and then I had to come in straight away. Immediately got a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. And then not long after I'd come out, I had just lost it a couple of times. Lost it on the mediums coming out of, I think it's the second roundabout.
Yeah, that's just before the long straight, isn't it? That sort of long left-hander. It's a nightmare to get traction.
Push. I was trying to push to try and catch up the places that I would have lost out on because of the lap 1 incident, and bad day at the office for me. Bad day at the office.
One place to lose. I think we saw quite a few people sort of get tank slappers coming out of there.
Yep, it's a tricky one.
Yeah,
it's a tricky track. To be honest, it's a really tricky track, but I was hoping to just kind of be able to keep my nose clean this one and do well. I did quite well in qualifying.
Yeah, I was just about to
say.
I
was gonna be able to get myself into the points for once, but no, not to be. Maybe next time in China, but China's not my greatest track either, so we'll see.
Yeah, points often come in the most unexpected places. So.
Well, still well done to at least finishing the race after all that bad luck. A lot of people would have given up, but
I thought about it, but my engineer said no, so
so you're forced to continue.
Yeah. Yeah, it was out of my hands at that stage. So I wanted to give up at one point, but yeah, he was right. As you know, you never know what could have happened. So other people could have had incidents. It's a tricky track after all, and I could have snuck into the points. So, but it wasn't me.
Yeah, definitely. We even saw punctures near the end, so or at least one puncture near the end. So you never know, but oh well, you have the positive point of a good qualifying. So take that with you for the next race.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, thank you, and we'll see you next race.
Bye.
Cheers.
We've got our race winner in Team Yeet, but he's on mute. Not sure if you want to drag Aceboy in.
I'll get him in.
Hello, Aceboy, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
You're live on stream. First of all, congratulations on your victory. Can you tell us a bit about your race? And specifically, I was interested in your pit stop strategy near the end.
Yeah, I was mainly focusing on going for the soft medium strategy, just the one stop. But I saw that the gap was about 12 seconds to Crystal. So I just decided to pit and hope I had much more pace than him and that I could pass him after like 3 laps, which I managed to do.
Which you did indeed. And
Yeah,
were you worried at some point in the beginning of the race when Max was pulling away so hard?
I was in P4, P3, I think, but yeah, off the line, it was quite a good start actually. I was just hoping not to get hit by anyone or get wing damage by anyone, but we kept it all clean, so that's good. That was a good one.
Yeah, it was a great race after that. But we were a bit surprised when we saw you go in, because I think in the 2 SLR race you did a one stop.
Yeah.
But so it was a safety stop and nothing else.
Not really a safety stop. I thought I could go for the fastest lap, but I got a bit held up once I caught up to Crystal, so couldn't manage to beat that.
So the tires weren't fresh enough when you passed him.
Yeah.
Oh, well done on the 25 points anyway. It's and you weren't far off the fastest lap. I think the difference was a few hundreds.
Yeah, like 200s.
Oh well, I think you can still be really happy with that.
Yeah. Really glad with the win. Thank you.
yeah, it's a great race. Well done.
Alrighty, Inferno. Anyone else? We've still got Shaka in the.
Got Shaka.
Ace
Sorry,
Boy, thanks by the way for coming in.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, good luck next week.
Bye.
And we've got Shaka in the commentary booth. Welcome.
Hello.
Hello, Shaka. You were P9, P8, I think?
P8, yeah.
Can you tell us a bit about your race?
Yeah, well, it didn't start so good. I was gaining a few positions at the start, but then we were going too wide, I think turn 2. And yeah, I mean, things happen. I got a little bit of a contact that just made me lose the car. But I got to save it without damage, so at least I didn't have to beat extra for that. And then it was just trying to recover on a one-stopper. I don't know, I think some people made the two-stopper work better, some people made the one-stopper work better. I think it was pretty flexible on strategies. But
yeah, we've seen everything. We've seen everything. We've seen soft, medium, soft, soft, hard, soft, hard, soft, and people with 5 pit stops who then gave up.
Yeah, well, that's obviously because of damage, but yeah, I think strategy-wise it was pretty flexible. So you just needed to make your strategy work, which I think at the end I left some tire life left on the track. Let's say I think I could have pushed more even doing the one stopper, but hey, better safe than sorry. So a few points.
Yeah, it's of course always better to stay safe and in the points, as we were just talking to Kebab, who had an unfortunate race and he ended outside the points.
Yeah.
So I think you did really well. Any thoughts? Any thoughts about China next week?
Yeah, no, I like that track actually. So let's see. I need to like do my practice and get synced with the track. But we'll see.
Yeah, I think it's another one where tires are a bit quite hard on the tires. China, from memory, I think if it's anything like 19, we'll see a lot of people on hard tires.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, we will see what works best. I tend to be like easy on the tires, so they last quite long for me. But sometimes it's not worth it, you know, because you are slow when the tires are worn off. So yeah, we will see. But anyway, so was okay race, I guess.
Yeah, as I said again, you did well to finish within the points and to finish this race to begin with, because that's always difficult in the street circuit. So thank you for coming in, and see you next week.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
Now we've got Max in the commentary box, I think.
Oh, Max. Okay.
Let's drag Max in.
Hey there.
Hello, Max. Yeah, we can hear you. You're a little on the low side, I think.
Okay.
How was your race?
It was pretty good. I had the pace in the race and both in quali. So I started P3, but in start I got P1. Then I broke my wing, if you saw.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
I was under pressure because it was in my gearbox Ferrari, and I think that he will not stop again. So I had to pick up the pace with him, and I can't because I was hard and my tank was a little bit empty, so I didn't have any more fuel to use. So
Ah, right.
I needed to pick up the pace, and I can't. So I did a mistake, and then I pitted.
Yeah, you really stormed off the front in the beginning. What were you thinking when the mistake was? When no, there goes my chance for the win, or?
Yeah, I think if I didn't do this mistake, then I will take this win without any problems. But that's it. Maybe in tier 3 next time.
Well,
I hate this, by the way. I didn't think that I can get to podium even, but I had a chance to win it, but I just missed it. So
Yeah. I think, despite the mistake, it's still a very strong result for yourself. I see you got on the podium back in Australia as well.
yeah, I got it.
Are you looking at a similar result next week in China?
I hope that I can get the similar result in China, but it's not my stronger track, so maybe I can't be on the podium this time, like China.
Yeah, you never know. It seems relatively common between the drivers that nobody seems to really like China that much. So
well,
maybe you'll all be equally.
except Shaka, he said he liked China.
Yeah, except for Shaka. So maybe he'll just win, and the rest of you can fight for P2.
Storm away.
We see.
Well, maybe I'll see you on track tomorrow. Then I'll race myself. And otherwise, we'll see you next week in maybe in China. So thanks for coming in, and see you next time.
All right.
Hello.
See you, buddy.
Yeah, I think that was everybody.
Yes, we have an empty gentleman's lounge.
So that was the end of Tier 4 Vietnam, and it delivered plenty of action. Be sure to watch tomorrow again, same time, for the Tier 3 action where yours truly will be featuring, and hopefully longer than 5 laps. And
I wish you all the best.
on Friday we'll be there again with Tier 2, where my co-commentary is hoping to not end in a wall, I guess.
Maybe I'll get my first point of the season because I've already seen my fair share of walls this season.
Okay, well, in Australia I can imagine that, but in Bahrain, there you have to be.
I did crash. I don't remember how I did it, but I did crash.
Oh dear. Well, then we hope for better luck there. And then, of course, on Saturday, the big boys in Tier 1 with the no assist will be featuring on stream as well. And finally, I thank you for watching, and see you next week.
Yep. Thank you, everyone.
Goodbye.